Oh man, what kind of day are we going to have on this trip? Already out playing in the snow. What's going on, everybody? My first run since after getting the truck fixed, and I'm still looking for the smoke. Hoping everything is fixed, everything is good. But test run. So whenever, in my opinion, when you get your truck out of a shop, you don't want to really just. You might need the money or whatever because your truck's been in the shop, you ain't be able to work, but you don't want to just jump on a long run and go run it. You want to test the truck out to make sure everything is good. Parts have been off to make sure everything is operating the way it's supposed to be. Because I know somebody right now just got their truck out of the shop with a Chevrolet that was running with somebody else, took a Montana, and on the way out there, the number 6 injector harness went out, and South Dakota, really nowhere to get nothing fixed, but they finally found somebody to get it fixed. You just, in my opinion, if your truck's in the shop, you get it out. If you live in Texas, go grab a Texas. You live in Tennessee, go grab a Tennessee, Florida. Something coming back toward the house just in case. Because it's more expensive to fix stuff out on the road and try to get parts and all that good stuff. Just not a good idea. We got a Murfreesboro. Not going to pay a lot of money. But it's going to give me a chance to figure out if there's going to be more smoke coming out of the dash, or since the air conditioner system was apart, flushed out, and they did change the filters and all that good stuff on it. Let's try. But so we got a 32-foot Momentum. I think it was paying $1.66, I think. I have to go back and look and check. Oh, wait a minute. I got the paperwork right here. Yeah. And 500 miles. Like I said, not a long trip. May run into a little bit of ice. I noticed on the weather app that they're going to get a little bit of freezing rain up that way, and the temperature is going to drop to 16 tonight. So we're going to go up that way and see what we can get into. But it's just something good to keep underneath your hat, that your truck's in its shop, or if you're done some major work to it, don't run long. Run that short run. Make sure everything's good. Get your confidence up, and then take that long run. That way, if anything's going to happen, you're going to be close to the house. Now,
right onto the I-65 North ramp.
There is a lot of comments I've been getting on if I idle my truck. I have been idling my truck. Idle hours are probably pretty high on my truck, but I do idle it. To keep warm, to keep cool. But for the ones that don't idle, and I've actually been thinking about checking in this stuff myself. I'm going to put a link down below. There is this thing called, I think it's called IcyBreeze. I'm going to put a link down below that. Y'all want to go check it out? It looks like a cooler. And I'm thinking, you put a bag of ice in it. I don't know how long it lasts. I do know somebody that uses one that lasts, I guess, depends on how hot it actually gets. it lasts, I know, all day, but it may last 2 days. I don't know. But I thought about maybe getting one. I'm trying to find a smaller one and where I would put it at in the truck. Right now, if I got it, it'd have to ride in the back, and then every time I got ready to go to bed, it would have to come up here to the front. But over time, it will save you fuel. It'd save the idle hours on your truck. So it would definitely, I could see, to benefit to save you money in the long run. Absolutely. And also, hauling piles. Everybody's wanting to know how to stay warm. He's got a good video. If y'all haven't go checked him out, go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's trying to hit the 1,000 mark like all of us. And we hit ours on Valentine's Day. And people. But he's got a Honda generator set up. It's a little small Honda generator that's supposed to be quiet. He's got it in several of his videos, and I thought it might be interested to check it out. I may eventually do something like that. He went to Walmart and bought a little heater, put a little magnet right up here, like goes on the back of cell phones, where he put his heater up there, and it's blowing back there in the back. And he shows you how to do that, but he also talks about on which heater to get, because a lot of people want to get their bigger one, and you don't really need that. And I think he's got the old Power Stroke 7.3. He actually uses it too whenever it's really cold to plug up to his truck. I think it's pretty cool and interesting. So if y'all don't mind, go check out his channel, give him a thumbs up, subscribe to him, and check out the way to keep cool the air conditioner I'm going to put in. It runs on the battery pack. Excuse me, like the Milwaukee. You just put the battery in this thing, and it runs on it. So you don't have to plug it up to the truck. You don't have to run your electricity. You don't have to worry about your batteries dying, and you don't have to worry about hooking it up to an inverter. That way, which is still running off your batteries. You just, like a Milwaukee battery, it comes with its own battery. I don't know if you can use a Milwaukee. I'm hoping. It'd be nice if you could, because I've got the bigger style Milwaukee battery that will last long, and it comes with a charger. So all you gotta do is just have a little inverter in your truck to plug it up to charge it in the daytime. Nighttime, pop that thing out, pop it in there, and you got an air conditioner, and you ain't running your truck. So, and then the generator that Hauls and Piles got on his is a pretty cool setup. I'm gonna probably check that out and see what the generators cost. Cause I don't want no loud generator. It'd be like backing up to a reefer and sleeping. I like listening to my truck idle. I don't want to sit and listen to a reefer idle. But you can go check them things out. That might save you some money on down the road on either one. That way, if you get both setups, you ain't got to worry about the winter time. You ain't got to worry about the summertime. But got the new windshield put in, and I've gotten 262,710 miles on my truck. I haven't had a lot of issues with it. I've thought about doing, and I may do this when I get home, as a pretty much go over my truck of whatever the stuff I've done to it, and the transmission. A lot of people worried about, I think I got the R62 transmission in this truck, and you hear a lot of ghost stories about them. But a lot of the 2500s, that's what they come with. Matter of fact, they were putting a Allison transmission. They were supposed to start putting them in the 22s, and whenever I was ordering my truck, I was wanting, but they had problems with them whenever they hook them up, so that's why they're not in there. because I was doing a lot of reading online, and I'm like, well, they're supposed to be in them, but whenever I was going to do the order, find out that they was having issues with them, so that's why that they're not in there. Which I always hate being the first one to grab a new anything. Even like when the new iPhones come out, I usually like let everybody go ahead and buy them up, start learning the feedbacks on them before you start wasting money and start getting something that, get rid of something that works just fine to get something else newer, where it's a phone or it's a truck, and find out there's a lot of issues. Nobody don't want the issues, but and all the problems that go with it. But I don't know if it's going to be a long video. Depends on, I guess, what all it comes to, or if having more issues with something out of the truck. But I tell you what, it's got that taste that, you know, it's in there. It's still gonna have to blow it all out, and I wipe the truck down and everything, but it's still going to be a little bit before I can get it all aired out. And that's why I'm running the air conditioner right now, just to test it out and see if there's any smoke. Yes, I keep looking over here because that when that smoke come out and got in the truck, it made me pretty sick, nauseous wise. It's probably wasn't a good thing to breathe, but I was trying to keep the window cracked and everything whenever it happened. So if anything like that ever happens to your vehicle, go check out those two videos. There's a part 1 and a part 2. I didn't write part 1 on part 1. I just wrote what happened. There's a part 2 video following up on what happened to my truck. If you have smoke coming out of your air conditioner vents, go check out the video, and that might help you out and save you some money. But I'm kind of anxious how everything's going to work. The air conditioner right now is doing okay, but I still got to get the truck aired out and all that good stuff. So we're going to run this short run, come back, kick it off Friday. Today is February the 17th. It's Thursday. We're going to go get it loaded and kick it off tomorrow. I'm going to go back home and rotate on my tires, and then I'm going to try to pick a California to head out, test it out, hoping everything goes good. And thank y'all for subscribing. You know, we're going over the 1,000 mark right there. I really do appreciate it. Could not do none of this without y'all. All I do is make the videos and put them out there, and y'all do the rest. Y'all got the most important part. You subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, you commenting, and I appreciate all the comments, the text messages, the phone calls, and the emails, trying to help out. I do appreciate that. I know I already said it in the other video, but you know, when something like that means a lot, you want to give credit where credit is due, and the credit goes to y'all. This channel wouldn't be what it is without y'all. Y'all are the channel. Well, that's enough rambling. I'm gonna get off here, and we're gonna get up here and see what we get into. Hopefully, so we can't dodge this ice that we're supposed to be running into. Alrighty, I'm over here in Glendale, and I was wanting to go over some of the fuel like right now, because that right now is what's hurting what I do. Pretty much anything to do with trucking is the fuel. The fuel is getting crazy, which it does cut down on your profit. So far, the loads, waiting on the loads to go up, it usually, as the fuel goes up, the loads eventually will go up, usually, but sometimes it takes some time. But right here on the pump in Glendale at the Pilot, on the sign is $4.05 a gallon. And with a discount For Indiana transport, I got it for $3.49, which still ain't great, but right now, like I said, the fuel is ripping everybody a new one. So the money I was making last year on some of these loads is going to be a whole lot less because the fuel is just eating it up. But I saved 56 cents per gallon that I bought, and this load is 500 miles, and this is the only time I'm going to buy fuel. So I topped off. That's going to be enough to get up there, get loaded, get back, unloaded, and back home. And I spent $313.98. That is what I've spent for this trip. I should not have to buy no more fuel. And the load was 500, and the load paid $815. So not a great money load. What I'm gonna make $500 off of it, but $500, it's gonna take me, a day and a half to do it. Not quite too bad, but the loads will go up and get better as it goes. I just want to go ahead and put this in there, and that way we got the fuel out of the way and all that good stuff. Well, there's a bunch of ice and everything headed up right toward Indiana, so let's go up there and see what we can get into. Alrighty, well, last night we made it to the pilot on 31 right there, and I guess all the ice and snow started hitting, roads got covered. You've seen a few vehicles done spun off in a ditch, 18-wheeler. Lost his trailer, done slid off in a ditch a little bit. So we made up there the pilot and just called it. And a good tip, though, I know people that live up this area already know, but ones that live down southwest or whatever, whenever you park, and I would you put your blinds and all that stuff up, get ready to go to bed, take your windshield wiper and fold them up, so that way they're not stuck and froze. And that way in the mornings, all you gotta do is slap them down. But we're almost uphill to Middlebury, and we are 7 miles, and I'm kind of curious because the side roads still look kind of jacked up. They got the roads cleaned up pretty good this morning, but the side roads are still jacked. So I'm kind of curious what the yard. May have to use that new shovel I got. May have to dig my camper out so I can get up underneath it. I don't know. But also, if you're going to Indiana Transport and you put in your application, get accepted, you get your orientation date, they're going to pick your first load. If I just had a subscriber was telling me about that, and congratulations on your orientation date, and I hope everything goes good Tuesday. But if you need, because usually on my first load, I told them I wanted to run with somebody, and so they just pick, and I got a long one. Usually they get the short runs. Usually when they'll pick you a load, it's going to be something, you're going to go to Ohio, Michigan, or something like that. Something little that a lot of people are not willing to run right now. But if you're living wherever, and you could ask them, say, hey, I need to go back home, finish putting stuff back in the truck or get whatever. I mean, all they can do is say no. You could ask them, hey, I live in Texas. Can I get a Texas load on my first load so I can run back home and then come back up and start doing whatever? But it's just an idea to throw out there if you're getting ready to start, and if you're going to start with Indiana, then they do pick the first load. But you could ask them, or if you want to run with somebody, if you got a buddy over here that's running and you want to run with them, if you're both are over there, whenever they pick the load, they'll try to find a load, because that's what happened when I come over here. My first run, I told them I wanted to run with Seed Farmer, and so the first run they picked me was a Utah. Me and him had my very first run was a 17-footer going travel trailer going to Utah. So we had a lot of fun, all that snow and ice. But and then when I come back, my other buddy got through coming through orientation on it with the truck with the injector / maybe motor going down in it. He come over here and I run his first run, and they paired us two together. The only two loads they had was a Washington, so we had to go to Washington. And it was a fun trip too last year in the snow. But I mean, just options. I'm just throwing out options that you could give them. And if you've got a buddy you want to run with, or if you're needing to go back home. And but I'm kind of curious what the yard down here is going to look like. Hoping I don't have to get out the shovel. So I guess we're going to get down here and see what we get into. We just got checked in the guard shack. Trying to get over here. We on road 4. I was going to give y'all a little look at the road. Packed down, everything's, golly. Look at the ice and stuff on all that, all the water. See if I can't get the camera to swing around and get a little pickup on that. I don't know if you see, yeah, you really can't tell, but all underneath them campers, I guess we'll stand in water. That's gonna be ice. That's gonna be real fun. Right it there, try to get hooked up to. You're gonna bust through the ice, and you got wet feet. Get you some boots. But yeah, we're gonna ride around here and see if we can't find our camper and see what we get into. We'll be back. I just wanted to be able to show y'all, see that ice. That's gonna, daggum, that plug right there is frozen into the thing. But look how nasty and everything your mirrors get. But roads. Alright, let's see if we can find ours. Alrighty, well, we found it. And the idea of about how deep the snow is. But snow's blowing. But we're gonna get this thing checked out and make sure we don't have no damages. And like I've said in my videos in the past, even though it's covered in ice and snow, make sure you check it out good. You don't want no, whoa, ice is cracking, falling through. That's where it's important to have boots, rubber boots or something. Your feet will freeze to death. But we're gonna walk it around and see if we can't get hooked up. And all that snow up top, get ready to take off. It's gonna be blowing everywhere. Something else I was wanting to show y'all of some stuff you gotta deal with RV transport. As you see right here, the breakaway cable, it's missing. Well, I had 3 spares, and the last one that I got that didn't have one, I used it. The other 2 I have don't fit this. So before hooking up and moving, I gotta get a breakaway cable. So I guess I'm fixing to lug around, but that's something else that you run into in RV transport. Also, I was wanting to show you on these legs right here. Now see how long these legs are? You don't have to roll them up all the way. I got it off the ground. All you gotta do, pull the lever, grab the bottom of it, and fold it on up. It looked just like that one. And the breakaway cable, I got one finally. Excuse me, got in it. But all of them don't fit. You know, I think there's 3 different ones. Unless they've made more. As far as I know, I think there's 3 different ones. But it sucks when somebody takes a breakaway cable for extras. It's just easier not to do that. You're just making it rough on the next person. But we almost got this one loaded up. Then we'll go over the paperwork. We got back in the truck. We got her hooked up. Airbag's gone. I figured airbags would be froze, but they wasn't. That was a good thing. Breakaway cables, like I said, I think there's 3 different ones. And I had a guard shack to give me 3 whenever I first started. And I've done used 1. I'm going to get another one that side. It's good. I think you can get them offline or go into Dan's, somewhere and just get some, because it could get you out of a bind where the guard shack is out, don't have any, which has happened. And you don't have any, then there you are. You're going to have to look around. But anyway, this one is shipping weight 13,122 pounds. It's a toy hauler. GVWR 16,800. So there's the weight breakdown. Bad thing about it is, I met up with a buddy last night, waited on him to come up, so that's why I stopped at the Pilot. He's the one with the engine that went down the truck. We may have, he's been calling around. He's talking to a guy in Virginia about maybe rebuilding that engine for like $6,500 or something. And if it didn't burn hose, then it could be cheaper. But said it only take 2 days to build. Kind of interested what he finds out about that, and I will definitely keep everybody updated on that. That way, something like that happens to your truck, and if that guy does it, I'll see if I can't get his information and everything put out there, just in case y'all want to put it in your phone, save it for a rainy day. But anyway, we got this one loaded up, and we're fixing to head out. Hopefully, everything's gonna be good. But just remember that they get you some extra breakaway cables if you can. All right, let's take. Alrighty, well, all this snow and ice and everything, I'm even stuck in 4-wheel drive. And you gotta watch it when you got other campers beside you. Then you definitely got to be careful. We're going to put it in 4-wheel drive low and see if she'll come out. Yeah. I may have to, maybe a shovel day. Oh, nope. 4-wheel drive low. 4-wheel drive high wouldn't do it, but we got 4-wheel drive low, and that got us out. We've been digging for a minute though, and I was starting to slide, and that's what you gotta be careful with, is make sure you don't slide into another camper, because you don't wanna get some damage trying to get, after you've done all the hookup and everything to try to get out. But it is a mess over here. It's a muddy mess, so everything is frozen. So I just wanted to show y'all that why I think you need a 4-wheel drive. Even I thought having a 4-wheel drive there, I was just gonna have to get out and use the shovel, but I'm glad I didn't. All right, let's see what else happens. Checking everything out now, and got everything put up, ready for the battery to get put up. But I noticed when I got here that, so I put the airbag video out that I changed on the passenger side. When I was looking at the one on the driver's side, you really couldn't tell anything, and I aired it up, and I seen where it was trying to come apart too. So now I sent pictures to my sandwich maker. She's fixing to email them, get me a new airbag in, so that way whenever I get in off these trips, we can put another airbag on. But that right there is gonna about wind this video up. I done the fuel on it, and we're delivering this on Monday instead of Friday. I got up there in Indiana, running that ice and stuff shut down, so it cost me, you know, instead of kicking it off Friday, I took it home, had to replace the airbag on the truck anyway, so we got it kicked off today, and we're gonna get it checked out. Then we're gonna head straight back up to Indiana. If it's send in paperwork, when they give me the paperwork, go ahead and do my logbook and head up that way. We'll see what else we can get. Try to get that other airbag on the way, so after I get through running, come back in. This hopefully will last. Hopefully won't have no issues out of it, and then come back in. I'll put the airbag on that one, and so I guess that's gonna wind it up. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, figure out what video I'm gonna put out next. You never know what I'm gonna put out. Y'all have a good day out there. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.